Let's hear it. Give it up, please, for Shawna Jarrett. Can we do a selfie real quick? Is that cool? Can I take a selfie with you guys? All right, cool. All right. Hey, Millions, smile. Thank you. Awesome, cool. Hi, Pat Nasty, cut it. Has anybody thanked Pat Nasty for being here tonight? Let's thank him. My man, he is my DJ. He does my Tim Roof show. We get along real great. He has better hair than I do, so I keep him around. Is that cool? Pat Nasty, thank you. Hi. Can I play a game with you? Because I can't see you, by the way, it's very dark back there. So I want to play a game so I can find out how old you are. Just in general, so I can do the right jokes for you. Is that cool? Okay, here's how it works. I'm going to sing you guys a song lyric. I'm going to drop a word, and you sing it back. I'm going to gauge your age with this song game, okay? All right. Okay. All right. What do you think? How old do I think you are? All right. Okay. How about like, I don't practice Santeria. I don't got no. Cool. All right. Go a little bit like mid-range. Whoa. Amber is the color of your energy. Great. Cool. We don't have to keep going. You're like welcome to, but like don't. You know what I mean? All right, like a little bit newer, just so I know who is like a little. All right, we're going down in an earlier round. Sugar, we're going down. Cool. I don't actually care how old you are, though. Is the thing. I just want to know where the fuckboys are, and those are each and every one of them fuckboy songs. So. And I know we're all queer and we're like half ladies. I'm starting to identify with fuckboys, just so you are aware. Anybody get that? Okay, I'm bisexual, right? There's a B in LGBTLOL. Don't you lol at me. There's a B, okay? Right? Because I'm bi and I'm also kind of a bitch, right? There's a B. But I don't mean that like your college girlfriend meant that. You know? When she was like, I'm bisexual. And she meant like I had like a pillow fight while Jason watched. Right? I mean that like, when I say I identify with fuckboys and I'm bisexual, what I mean is that I have 10 text messages right now that all say, where are you? And 5 are from ladies. I'm like a fuck bi. Thank you. You guys sound older. I want to know if you don't know what a fuckboy is. Clap with your hands, old people, so we know where you are. Because I'm very happy to define it for you. Okay, all right, cool. All right, so listen. All right, we'll get back to it. So you're all caught up. A fuckboy. Imagine, right? If a man were to invite you to like a sock hop, I guess. Does that work for you guys? Like a sock hop? Is that right? Okay. For like 3 months, bothered you to go to a sock hop, right? Or whatever, a mall shop. It does not matter. An old thing. And on the day of that, right, you finally agreed, he doesn't show up. We call that ghosting. Thank you. But then, that night, at like 2 a.m., he sends you, I guess, a telegram that says, you up? And he asked that you fax him nude photographs. That's a fuckboy. Are we on the same page now, guys? Are we all gravy? Awesome. Wonderful. Oh shit, so I live here. How was your hurricane? here and I resent that there has never been a Hurricane Shawna. But I also get it. You guys have never been a trashy Shawna. Hurricane Shawna would not like flood your house, but it would offer you a controlled substance in like a Dollar General parking lot. Okay? Like, there is definitely somebody whose nickname is Hurricane Shawna, and she has also laid a Florida trailer park to waste. She has cut a path of destruction across the southeast that I identify with. I live in Charleston, and when I do shows out of town, and they say this next comic is from Charleston, I know that they are picturing that I live on Rainbow Row. Right? Yeah. No, it's not where I live. I do live in the city of Charleston. I live in the part of the city of Charleston where I can walk to a check cashing store from my house, and it used to be a Pizza Hut. You know what I mean, you guys? I live in West Ashley is what I'm saying. Holy shit, trash stand up. You guys feel me? West Ashley? Yes! We don't have a theater like this downtown, folks. Please excuse us for how we do. We got lads in here. We got two lads. We got North Charleston here. Okay, shit. Oh, cool. We got Somerville. Stay home. You guys got your own shit. I live in West Ashley. I live in a neighborhood where if you grew up here, like, I'm not saying you bought drugs there, but you probably bought drugs there, right? I can actually, like, we like played the game about your age. I can tell your age by what you called the drug you bought there. If you called it Molly or MDMA or ecstasy, right? In Castlewood is where I live. You guys bought drugs in Castlewood? You guys know it? Yeah, cool. Right? I live there. It's working fine. I have friends who are actual grown-ups, and they live in neighborhoods with signs that say, drive like your kids live here. Isn't that cute? I aspire to that. I want to one day in my life live in a neighborhood where anybody gives a fuck about your kids. We have children in Castlewood. We have children and nobody is motivated by them, and I know that for a fact because one of those kids, you guys, raised up out of a ditch at 10:30 at night and flipped me off. I drove by leaving a bar and one of those kids raised up out of a ditch and said, no one is looking for me. The street lights have been on for 4 hours. The ice cream truck is oddly still here. It's my world. In Castlewood. Anybody here from Mount Pleasant? How dare you clap? You have everything. No, listen. We are coming into our own in West Ashley. The West Ashley Publix made the news recently. National. Okay, some of you know the story, and I love that you know this story. If you don't know this story, clap so I know. Okay, you guys don't read the Washington Post, that's fine. I'm gonna fill you in. So the West Ashley Publix received an order for a graduation cake, right? By a mother whose son was graduating summa cum laude, big honor, right? And the West Ashley the West Ashley Publix is so fucking illiterate that they have never heard the phrase summa cum laude. But they did know that it had the word cum in it. And they refused to make the cake. They made a cake, but it said summa dash 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 laude. Like it was like a, yeah. I love it. That's what you get for shopping at Publix, you know what I mean? You're like, I want shopping that's a pleasure, right? I don't want to shop at places leaking into a bucket from the ceiling. I'm fancy. The West Ashley Food Lion will make you a summa cum loudly cake tonight with no questions asked. There will be an icing penis on it and sprinkle semen, right? And there will be music notes so you know how loud it is. They don't give a fuck. In West Ashley. You know I'm right. I did that joke in Atlanta and I found out that in Atlanta they don't have Food Lion. So I had to adapt it to their needs. Yeah. So I said, listen, a Food Lion, imagine. A Food Lion is like if a Big Lots grew a bakery by accident. And everybody was on board, yeah. We all got it. I like that. Okay, now I'm actually, like, no bullshit asking your age. I am over 35. Who is over 35? Clap if you are over 35. Okay. We are on one team. Who is under 35? Oh my God, thank you for your tiny baby dollars, first of all. You guys came out tonight to support live comedy, and that's amazing. I'm gonna shit on you a little bit though now. Is that cool? All right, here's the thing that everyone who's over 35 knows that you don't know. Can I tell them? Is it cool if I tell them? Is it cool if I tell them? You know the thing I'm gonna tell them. Is it cool? Okay. All right. This is like a medical fact. I'm not in charge of this. I saw it in like Modern Marvels. It's very true. Okay. When you turn 35 years old, a chemical reaction happens in your body. Okay? And that is the age where you get to yell, "You little shit," at a teenager in a CVS parking lot. And you don't feel a goddamn thing inside. You're empty. You're cleaned out. It could be a 27-year-old buying groceries. And in my heart, he is on Heelys, okay? And he is disrespecting me. You guys know what I mean. 35-year-old and up, you know what I mean, correct? Okay, yeah, they know what I mean, but we're so tired. That's why they can't clap louder. I get it. I get it. I hate the phrase, when I hear people say, like, I'm a paying customer. That guy's gonna be a dick, first of all. That guy's gonna be a problem. That is the definition of a customer. Objectively. If you are not paying, you're just a brand loyal loiterer. Okay? I'm a paying customer. It's always a guy like my dad's age, right? Always. And I fully believe that, first of all, that he lives here and loves Red Lobster. You know what I mean, though. You know that guy. And when he goes there, he orders the Admiral's Feast, obviously, and he expects the entire staff to line up in their dress blues. When he walks by, they are meant to salute him like he's the actual fucking Admiral. He spent $35 on a plate of food at Red Lobster in Charleston, South Carolina. You guys not local, don't go to Red Lobster. We have better seafood. Don't even go to Hyman's. Like, see me after class. We'll talk about it. Like, there's better, like, good, dirty fried seafood here. Don't go get a Cheddar Bay biscuit in Charleston. How dare you? Have you seen memes on Facebook where straight guys will post a thing about how, like tricky women use makeup to trick them out of their sweet dick, which is like a limited quantity thing, I guess. And it's like, take her swimming on the first date. Have you seen this? Okay, you've seen it though, correct? Have you ever seen it posted by a guy who was not clearly using his beard as a chamber of secrets for his chin situation. Prove me wrong. Show me one man with a jaw who's worried about makeup. I think that's how you know. What are other straight folks things I've noticed? All right. So here's like a Facebook straight folks trope. I'm not saying, right, that if you have a joint Facebook, it means that you cheated. Necessarily. Right? Not necessarily. Right? Maybe. But like, if you have a joint Facebook and your truck has an I Heart My Wife bumper sticker, you cheated, first of all, and she is never going to leave you as punishment. You are in it. I love that you guys like that joke. Straight crowds do not like that joke. Straight crowds fucking hate that joke. Which I get that. I'm like, listen, I'm not saying you have to, let's go to Outback, right? We don't have to sit in her section. You don't have to point her out to me. I just want to know which hostess it was, like, that you were caught messaging. I would love to know. Can I get real with you guys? I see you, baby. Okay, listen. I cannot afford an attorney. So what I've been doing is I've been barking my final wishes to comedy audiences in the hopes that when I pass, somebody remembers and it's legally binding. Is that cool? Can I tell you guys what I want when I go? Is that cool? I did a Comedy Zone show where the entire front row was lawyers and they assured me this is not legally binding. Is it okay if I tell you anyway? Will you endorse this for me, please? Okay, it's like 2 things. It's very, very simple. I want 2 things when I go. You guys ready? Number 1, I would like my remains to be scattered in the Haunted Mansion at Walt Disney World. Right? Nothing wrong with that. Number 2, though, really important. I under no circumstances want to be cremated. Like, I'm dead in this scenario. It was like a bucket situation, or like, however you want to do it. I want to get famous enough that somebody asked me, like a journalist asked me to describe my personal style. You guys have like dug my dinosaur shit, I assume, correct? Thank you. I want to get famous enough that a magazine is like, please describe your fashion, and I have like a feminist moment where I'm like, my clothes don't define me, and I look down and I'm like, oh shit, I'm like Slutty Miss Frizzle. I guess. It's like a magic bang bust kind of scenario I got going on. Straight crowds also hate that joke. Straight men love that joke. I get a big laugh, and the girlfriends hate that joke and they tamp it down. So I appreciate that. You guys are younger. Most of you are younger. You guys all living in tiny houses. You guys all buy a shed at Lowe's for $90K. Just living in 200 square feet, smelling each other's farts. Is that what you're doing these days? Don't laugh like you don't want a tiny house. Obviously, you all want a tiny house. You're like, I want to own 2 things and live clean. You guys like it so much, there is a show called Tiny House Hunters. Are you aware of this? Yes, don't turn your backs on me. You made this. I didn't make this. There's a show called Tiny House Hunters, where you can get tiny divorced, right, over the color of a tiny bathroom. Because you can't paint, I guess, or whatever. I like that show, though. I like Tiny House Hunters. I did like it better when it was called Pimp My Ride. That was objectively a better show. Thank you. You guys all getting married? Yeah. Great. Are all of your friends getting married? All of my friends are getting married. Okay, cool. So we're all on the same page. So you know how everyone is getting married, right? And so I guess what's hot right now is to make you and me, for romance, live like a Great Depression era railroad hobo. We're in barns. We are drinking out of jars. There are burning trash cans. Have you been to these weddings? Have you seen Pinterest? Shit is dark out there. Holy shit. I miss like 5 years ago when all the straight folks were like pretending they had read Great Gatsby. And there was like 2 Art Deco weddings and they were so pretty. You guys remember those? They were beautiful. I think we're gonna wind up like drinking out of wax paper sacks pretty soon at weddings. You guys have been amazing. Honestly, can I tell you one final thing before I go? Okay, because I feel like we're all at least of like a 10-year age span. And this is very important to me that you know this. I believe it from the bottom of my heart. I think that you do you is our generation's bless your heart. Right? I do. It is our generation's way of saying I love you but go to hell, right? And you do you, boo, means like go fuck yourself.